on top of your head.
All right, let's go to work.
What do you plan to do if this whole dream of yours doesn't work out?
That doesn't even enter my consciousness.
I thought you said he was dead. He was. I checked his pulse.
Locking his picking in the closet. Huh? Open the door, Smoke! I've had a few.
A few what?
A few small beers.
Hello and welcome to the Talk Film Society Awards podcast. I am your co-host, editor-in-chief of Talk Film Society, Marcelo Pico, and here with me as always for this show is Siobhan Irving. Hello, Siobhan.
Happy New Year, Marcelo.
Happy New Year.
As of us recording this, it is 9 hours into the new year.
And
how do you feel?
Siobhan, do you think 2026 is a golden year for horror?
So far, I can't complain.
No, so far.
My
so
my expectations for this far into the year are pretty low. So like, I think I saw like a poster or something for a horror movie, and like that's good enough.
Yeah, and to be honest, to be fair, because we're fair and balanced here on the podcast, one horror movie this year. Actually, you know what? At least two movies this year that are coming out in January have already, gotten some great praise, great reviews. One of them is Primate, a movie I think I talked about last episode. That's coming out in theaters this month in January. Great horror movie. The other, I've not seen it yet. I'm going to actually see it, I think, in about a week, is the new 28 Years Later movie, The Bone Temple.
The Bone Temple. Yeah,
that has gotten some great reviews so far. So far, Siobhan. I mean, 2026, it's a golden year for horror.
Certainly a banner. And look, we could have some horror winning big at the award shows.
At the awards, yeah, that's right. So first segment, who are we? I'm Marcelo Pico. I like the movies. I also like awards. I like betting big on what's going to win the Oscars. And that's what the show is. We're betting big on what's winning Oscar night. That's me. Siobhan, who are you?
Yeah, I'm Siobhan. I suppose you could describe me as a high roller. I love to just bet it all, go all in. Especially with my award season bets.
Yeah.
And I usually make a lot of money like this time of year. This is how I survive like through the year.
Yeah. I mean,
make a bunch of Oscar bets and win.
Much like Colin Farrell in that Netflix movie that we all saw, directed by Edward Berger. You're like that guy who's,
what?
we all know this. We all know this guy, right? From this movie.
Edward Berger made a third movie.
Edward Berger made a third movie, and I'm furiously trying to look up the name of this movie because I already forgot the name.
This is fascinating to me. I have no idea.
Here it is: Ballad of a Small Player, playing Lord Boyle. Lord Doyle. Also Brendan Riley. He has two names in this. Ballad of a Small Player, directed by Edward Berger.
Interesting.
The Academy Award nominated director of.
Yeah, how something can he can have like two massive Academy Award nominated movies, winning movies.
Yeah, Conclave. And the other one,
and then make a Netflix movie and nobody hears about it.
Yeah, All Quiet on the Western Front. Yeah, I mean, I have heard of this. I did want to see it, and this is gonna be a thing I complain about for the rest of the season. I think. If Netflix would just wise up and put more of their movies in theaters, I think everybody would be happier. As a society, would be happier. If Bella of a Small Player had like an actual run, I would have went to go see it in the theater, but I think it just came and went. Of course, it had like a qualifying run in the big cities. I don't think it played in the theater in Austin. If it did, it played for like a week. So, whatever. It's Netflix. They can go fuck off.
Netflix, baby.
Oh, you know what? Okay, so shifting gears to what this show really is about. It's about the
That's
awards.
Netflix, yeah, and then this is about the awards.
It's about the awards, more specifically. And if you listen to the first 3 episodes, I would have added like an intro to each of them to give people the update. The Talk Film Society Awards, the awards that matter. This year, they're taking place on March 6th, 2026. So it's a few weeks away. No, sorry. Yeah, well, yeah, that's true. It's a few weeks away. 2.5 months away. But voting is underway, I think, now. For the first round, you can go to talkfilmsociety.com/vote to vote. I mean, as of January 1st, the ballot's not up yet. I mean, I'm not done updating it for this year. But when this episode comes out, it'll be up. So talkfilmsociety.com/vote. Vote for the best of 2025 and follow along with this podcast for updates, because we're going to give you the nominees on this show. We're going to give you the winners at the end of the season. So that's it. You vote for the best of the year. We tell you what you voted for. That is the agreement that we're in now. Okay, that's the contracts that we're abiding to. So, Siobhan, that's the big news.
Exciting.
Yeah. Now I should say
everybody gets to do awards, not just the big cats.
But us too. You know, not just the Goldies or the SAGs. Or sorry, they're not the SAGs anymore. They're the Actor Awards, right?
The Actor Awards.
The Actor Awards. You got to call them the Actor Awards now. If you didn't know, I mean, this is not the news segment, by the way. But if you didn't know that the SAG Awards changed their name, like they're no longer the SAG Awards, they're the Actors, right? Is that what it is?
What a worthless name! What a terrible name! Like, I can't remember that, and if I'm reading the Actor Awards, like it just doesn't register anything in my brain.
Yeah,
like it just doesn't sound like it could be a thing. So why would I? Nah, it's bad.
It's bad. So terrible.
And they also changed the name of the award. It used to be the Actor, and the Actor goes too. Mm-hmm. And they changed it to the SAGgy.
The SAG, yeah, which is weird. You know, initially I thought they did this to avoid, you know, calling their awards like the SAGs, but to call their award statue the SAGgy. That's SAGgy, just weird. The SAGgy.
It's like an Oscar statue with like big breasts hanging off of it. It's weird. It's just it's
weird. And the fact that they actually put those on the statue this year, very weird. All right, so that's who we are. Again, talkfilmsociety.com/vote if you want to vote in this year's TFS Awards, the 13th annual. Siobhan, 13 years of this. Oh boy. I mean, if we keep going, we'll surpass the Oscar number. I mean, the Oscars are celebrating their 98th annual awards this year. I mean, if we keep going, I think we can surpass that.
If we stay at the same pace, I think we will overtake.
I think that's how time works. All right, that's who we are. The news.
That's who we are. The news.
The news. Okay, so the way this season has panned out, some of these episodes are not up to date. So by the time maybe this episode comes out, the Oscar nominations would already be out. I think. No, I don't know. I don't know how it works out. Whatever. I'm working on. It's also the new year, so cut some slack. All right. This news may not be news. I pulled up. I don't think we talked about this last time, Siobhan. Correct me if I'm wrong. I honestly forget because we recorded our last episode with Joey like 2 weeks ago. I think, right before holiday break.
Yeah, sounds right.
So did we talk about the Oscars shortlists?
No, we didn't. I knew about them, but I didn't bring them up. I wanted to.
Yeah. So again, this could be old news, but the Oscar shortlists were announced just mid-December, just 2 weeks ago. And I'm looking through this article. So
I did flip through the animated one to find some of my movies.
Oh yeah, cool. Yeah, we can talk about that one. So Sinners and Wicked for Good each landed 8 mentions, which is the big news. So Sinners, of course, has been in contention. It's a big one. I'm rooting for it not only because it's a great movie, but it's also on my Vulture Fantasy League team this year. And Wicked for Good, it kind of surprised me with how many shortlist mentions it received, because on this season, just a few episodes ago, I was like, it's out. I can't imagine it getting a Best Picture nomination. It might get like 1 or 2, but the fact that it's been shortlisted this much already, I don't know. I think it's still in the running. I think it has a potential to be a Best Picture nominee just yet. So, Siobhan, any thoughts?
Not really, no.
All right. So I want to look at least 2 of these short lists. One of them is interesting because it's for casting. It's the new category this year, the casting Oscar. Yeah. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 films that'll be whittled down to 5 that have been shortlisted. Is it the movie, or is it like a name of a person? It is the name of a person. Now, wow. Yeah. So the casting director, casting person, I'm not sure what you'd call them. Casting director, yeah. The casting director would win this award. So should I just zip through these real quick? Because I'm really interested in what this category is going to end up being. No, I'm interested too. Jake Kelly. No, not Jake Kelly, unfortunately. Jake Kelly, by the way. Sorry. Wait, no, what? I meant Jake Sully. Jake Sully? Also no. Yeah. Also no, Jake unfortunately. Kelly, Jake Sully. Yeah. No. But by the way, Jake Kelly Corner, it is my favorite movie of the year. As of this recording, a week ago, I would have said, hey, not going to make any waves. I don't think it's going to be a contender, really. But if George Clooney has this way, I've heard so many clips of George Clooney talking about whatever nonsense he wants to talk about. He wants to make Jake Kelly a thing. He really wants Jake Kelly to be nominated. That's why I think we're seeing so many interviews and articles about the new Ocean's 11 reboot and all this bullshit. He's going hard. He's going for it. So Jake Kelly George Clooney. Although he is Jake Kelly. Jake Kelly really wants Jake Kelly to be a contender. Okay, a contender. Let me just zip. Oh, do you want to keep guessing, or should I just zip through the 10? No, just go. Okay, Frankenstein. Other Sinners, Wicked for Good is on there. Look, let me just zip through this just to make this. Let me just fucking do this. Frankenstein, Hamnet, Marty Supreme, One Battle After Another, Secret Agent, Sentimental Value, Sinners, Surratt, Weapons, and Wicked for Good. Interesting. Yeah. Weapons made it in there. Weapons is fascinating. Yes, because that almost signals to me that what's her face, Amy Madigan's definitely going to be in there. But then casting overall, see, this is I think of this as an ensemble award, right? Yeah. And to me, Weapons is a great ensemble movie. Everybody works together really well for what that movie is doing. Does any single person stand out? Maybe Amy Madigan, maybe Josh Brolin. But I think as a whole, they all mesh very well. Yeah. And that's how I think of this award. And I think Weapons is a perfect movie for that. Now, one thing before I want to move on from this is the casting director for Weapons. Tell me if this is a name you recognize. All right. Allison Jones. Do you recognize that name?
I don't know. It sounds vaguely familiar, but I could be combining multiple names.
Now,
Alison Brie and Jessica Jones. I don't know.
Yes, the very real actress Alison Brie and the very fake person Jessica Jones. Allison Jones is maybe one of the most important names when it comes to just comedy of the last 25 years. She's been a casting director for the following projects: Freaks and Geeks, Curb Your Enthusiasm, Arrested Development, Parks and Recreation, Veep, Brooklyn Nine-Nine, The Good Place, What We Do in the Shadows. That's just some of her credits. For movies, she's done 40-Year-Old Virgin, Borat, Knocked Up, Booksmart, Hot Rod, Superbad, Step Brothers, Scott Pilgrim, hey, Bridesmaids, Ghostbusters, the new Ghostbusters, the Lady Ghostbusters, Lady Bird, and 8th Grade. So, and also Barbie. So, I think like one of the biggest just reasons why we see people in comedies, like the same people
alone. I mean,
yeah.
Geez.
So she's helped put the faces of this comedy wave from the 2000s. Like I'm sure she had something to say about like casting maybe like Jonah Hill or back in the Superbad era. Anyway, so in my opinion, I think even her name alone, yeah. In my opinion, I think seeing her name on the ballot may signal to people, hey, I know Allison Jones. I think Weapons might get a casting nomination, is what I'm saying. So that's something to consider. Yeah. Before we go, any other one you want to talk about? Should I just skip to animated real quick?
I'm good.
Okay, let's move on.
What?
No, you're right. Let's go. You're right. Who cares? Who gives a shit?
Do you want to go in there?
No, I don't. I think we spent enough time on that. What is it that we've been watching over there? Siobhan, that's the next segment.
Whoa, my God. Oh, we're there? We're here?
Oh, by the way, sorry. And this episode we're covering Best Editing and Best Production Design. Perfect time.
Best Editing, Best Production Design. We pair those because Marcelo's favorite category is editing. He's an editor by trade. My favorite category is production design. I don't know why. I just have a fascination with it. So we pair them together as a special treat for ourselves. And especially, we got to give it to ourselves now because we need something to keep us going after we just got visited by two rascals the last 2 weeks. Mm-hmm. So we've got to really recenter.
Yeah.
Refocus.
I mean, much like Scrooge, we got visited by two ghosts.
Everyone got stuck in traffic.
Yeah. All right.
Ghost traffic.
We'll reveal our favorites of the year.
Wouldn't that be a good movie? Like
what?
Steven Soderbergh makes Ghost Traffic.
Wait, what? What's the premise of Ghost Traffic?
One of them's a ghost, I think. They died by drugs.
They died, and then they come back.
To stop they're trying to. Yeah, they're coming back, trying to commune with the good guys. Michael Douglas he can be back in there. I know he retired. He'd come back for Stevie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And he's trying to communicate. Like it's the daughter. She's dead now. And she comes to communicate with him to say like, this is who killed me with this drug.
So it's a sequel to Traffic. It's not.
It's a sequel.
So it's a sequel to Traffic. Yeah. So it
takes place right after the original ended.
Yeah. So we bring everybody back. Don is back. Benicio is back. Louise is back. Dennis is back. Catherine is back. They're all back. And it's been a while since I've seen. You've seen that movie recently, right, Siobhan?
I did. Yeah, I saw it this year.
Now
last year.
I cannot remember and we might talk about it later in this season with somebody. We have to schedule that recording. Now, I don't remember who lives and dies at the end of that movie. Don't spoil it. But, no matter what your fate is at the end of Traffic 1, if you die, you're coming back for Traffic 2. So we're going to get everybody back.
We're a ghost.
Yeah, exactly. Everybody's back.
Whoever you may have been.
Yeah. And the actors who passed away since then, you're back too.
Ghosts now.
Yeah. AI baby.
likenesses. Exactly like, and they look exactly like Star Wars ghosts. They're like blue.
Yeah. Albert Finney, you passed away in 2019. You're back, baby. Traffic 2. Ghost Traffic. Traffic 2, Ghost Traffic. All right. That segment's done. Now, what is it that we've been watching?
Marcelo, you should go first because I'm a trickster. I've got some bullshit planned.
All right. Now I'm gonna. The last 3 episodes have been a trilogy of Fantastic Fest wrap up, and then a few sprinkled in, other than Fantastic Fest. So I'm doing this off the cuff. I'm going right to my letterbox. I'm going to my diary.
All right. This is a very up to date thing.
Yeah. So what I've been watching just in the last week goes as follows. So I will say my letterbox number for the end of the year, my diary entry count was 450. Does not come close to what your count is. If you want to reveal it later, I'll save that, Siobhan. I won't spoil it here. But yeah, I made it to 450. The last movie I saw last year, 2025, When Harry Met Sally. I want to talk about this. When Harry Met Sally. This is a classic for a reason. It's obvious. I watched it for the first time maybe 10, 15 years ago. I liked it a lot, but then then like just a year ago, I saw it in December. Just as okay, is this really, one of the greatest films of all time? Because it's been so long since I'd seen it. So I saw it last year, and I was like, yeah, this is one of the greatest films of all time. I watched it again just last night. I completely have not changed on my stance. This is one of the greatest films of all time. So funny, so real, so beautiful, romantic. Also just, it's a bit nihilistic there, in the first half, but then, the fact that Rob Reiner apparently wanted to change the ending, where the writer Nora Ephron, I think I haven't read too much into this, but as far as I know, Nora Ephron, the writer, her original ending had Harry and Sally not get together at the end, but because Rob Reiner is just a sweetheart, he wanted to change the ending so those two could be together at the end. That's perfect. Of course they would. Why wouldn't they? Yeah.
Of course they should.
Yeah. So it's a perfect movie, and I'm glad I got to see it as my last movie of 2025. And rest in peace, Rob Reiner. God, what a run there. It's been said over and over, even before he passed away. It's like people, kept saying, this run from X movie to X movie, from this is Spinal Tap, all the way through, A Few Good Men, all-time run. So incredible. I managed to see a few Rob Reiner movies last year, unbeknownst to what was going to happen. But I rewatched Misery and This is Spinal Tap, and just an all-timer filmmaker. So I wanted to shout that out, of course. Hey, shout out When Harry Met Sally if you haven't seen it. Go watch it. All right. Mm-hmm. I want to shout out this movie because this movie is worth shouting out just for the mere fact of to warn people. The movie Anaconda from 2025.
Okay.
Yeah. So directed by.
I'm curious.
Directed by Tom Gorkerman. Tom Gorkerman, right, Siobhan?
Sure. Yeah. Tom Gorkerman.
Good old Tom Gorkerman. He directed The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent. Yeah. So
pretty solid movie.
Pretty solid movie. Yeah, yeah. And so his next movie, this Anaconda from 2025, kind of sort of tries to do the same thing as the unbearable weight of massive talent.
It's a movie about making an Anaconda movie.
I have so many issues with this. For the first act of the movie, the first 30 minutes of this movie of Anaconda, starring Jack Black and Paul Rudd, not bad. It pulled me in. I'm like, okay, this might actually be a good movie. Also starring Steve Zahn, Thandaway Newton, Daniela Melchior. I can never say her name, but she's great. Ione Skye is in this for like 2 minutes.
Ione Skye, oh my god. Love her.
I'm like, okay, I'm on board. And then, halfway through, it makes some decisions where it tries to be too meta, and then it just loses the plot, it loses focus. It felt like it was cut down. Jokes seem to be cut down. Like there's one scene where it's like they're building up to something, and then the scene just ends. Like a lot of that happens throughout the movie. I was frustrated by it. And the mere fact that I don't want to spoil things. I don't know how much you want spoiled of Anaconda 2025, Siobhan, but
I'm not sure either.
I'll just say the two things. The fact that Jack Black and Paul Rudd are starring in this movie makes no goddamn sense. Like they are two megastars, in my opinion, that have made movies more iconic than Anaconda. So for them to star in a movie about being fans of Anaconda and referencing referencing a movie that stars Ice Cube and Jennifer Lopez, that are not on their how do I say this without being mean to Jennifer Lopez and Ice Cube? When there's a scene where Jack Black is like idolizing Ice Cube, it's funny, but I don't buy it. My main issue is they should have recast the two leads in this movie.
Are they literally playing themselves, or are they playing actors?
They're playing
actors.
Paul Rudd is playing a washed up actor, and Jack Black is playing like a wannabe filmmaker.
Okay.
And I think they're too old for the roles. I mean, I don't know. I just have that. That's an issue I have with the movie.
That's the one to me. They feel too old.
Yeah, they feel old. But anyway, this could have been better. I had some good laughs. It was a good time by the end, but similar to the I Know What We Did Last Summer reboot sequel thing. I'm like, do we need to have a movie like this that looks back and idolizes a movie that I don't think is that great?
Here's the thing, like this meta take, like I get it, like whatever, but like I would rather just see a new Anaconda movie, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Like if they just tried to remake Anaconda or something.
Yeah,
that sounds more interesting to me than your like I don't know, film school bullshit. Like I don't know.
And they, I'll just say this, just to kind of spoil the ending. They kind of set up a sequel where it is what you want. Like it is like a kind of like a new take on Anaconda that you want to see, but having to sit through one movie where that's not. It's like, why is this happening? It's like, just give me the thing you're promising. Yeah. Like, just whatever. It's frustrating.
I hate that so much. Like, the sequel we're never going to get that you made me kind of want. Fuck
yeah. But yeah, that's it for Anaconda. It's right down the center for me. It's like a 50 out of 100. Right. I'm going to try to use less letterboxed verbiage from now on, Siobhan. So instead of 2.5 out of 5, I'm going to say 50% out of 100. Okay. All right, and that is it that I've been watching this week.
Wow. Okay. Marcelo, those are great.
Thank you.
But you said, how many you watched this year? You said 450?
I watched 450 movies. Well, that includes rewatches. So in total, I don't know what my movie number is, but my diary count, the act of me sitting and watching a movie, that happened 450 times.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's that's cute.
Yeah.
My diary count is 500 for the
Whoa, for the year.
2025. Very
Wow.
I my previous record was 295. Knocked it out of the park. Watched a lot of movies. And isn't that so great?
Congratulations.
And, one of the movies I watched is one of the big ones, Marcelo. Maybe the biggest one.
Titanic?
One of the hottest. No. For this year's awards race.
Oh, for this year's race, yeah.
I watched one of the hottest and most action-packed films of the year from a director of some renown, Marcelo. Here's a clue. Perhaps this will give you a clue. Mr. Anderson. Hey, Paul, you dumb sack of shit. You're my best friend for some reason, even though you beat the woman I love. I love you, Paulie. Right?
Raging Bull?
Okay, how about this one? Sing us a song, piano guys. Sing a song, Billy Boy. Right? Billy. Will.
What?
Scotty, beam me up to space, Scotty.
Star Trek. You watched the Star Trek movie.
Back to Scotty. Right, so Mr. Anderson, Paul Anderson.
Paul.
Did you really not follow this?
Wait, Paul Thomas Anderson?
I never said Paul. I never said Thomas. I said Anderson, Paul.
Oh, Wes Anderson?
William, Scott Anderson, Paul W.S. Anderson, Marcelo. I watched
Jesus Christ.
In the Lost Lands, starring Mila Jovovich and Dave Bautista.
Okay. How was that?
Hey, it's
Great.
It's a really messy plot of like witches and bounty hunters and kings and queens and backstabbers. Yeah, like whatever, who cares? It's kind of cool, like dynamic visuals. Like each one of these like action scenes, like I don't think any of them look the same. Like they're all kind of filmed uniquely, which I think is cool. They're very distinct from one another. And I think a lot of thought went into those set pieces.
Yeah.
And the movie kind of brings back this, like, it feels like one of those mid-2000s action films, like Constantine or Van Helsing or Resident Evil, right? Like, it just feels like one of those, for better or for worse. That's what it is. But Mila Jovovich, she rocks fucking ass. Like, she's so fucking good. But
I like her.
Marcelo, I did actually watch the movie from the other Paul Anderson, Mr. Thomas. That's right. One battle after another.
Oh, so you finally watched this.
I finally watched one battle
in quotes. I mean, people can watch things whenever they want. Who cares? But it came out a few months ago. People have been talking about it. It could win the Oscar for Best Picture.
Good.
I think whenever, or on every top 10 list, you'll see like a one battle after another. That's kind of guaranteed.
It's there. Yeah. It's absolutely there.
Yeah.
It's and it deserves to be there. It's a fucking great movie. I don't know what to say. I need to read into its politics a bit more. It's one that I'm very excited to watch again. I just like kind of want to watch it again like right away and maybe a few more times. But filmmaking wise, this is like really like impressive from I know he's an amazing director. I shouldn't be surprised, but like he made a fucking cool action movie, like a really good thriller.
Yeah.
Which it's not what I expect from him necessarily. Sean Penn's amazing. Like, just what a fucking weird, gnarly character.
Yeah.
It's a hell of a thing. I'm gonna think about it more. Think about it a lot more. Watch it a few more times, I'm sure. It could be climbing up my top list, but I want to get some distance and perspective on it. Mm-hmm. But I was like thoroughly entertained.
Now, I have one question for you.
Sure.
Oh, sorry. No. Sean, you go ahead first.
No. It's yours. It's yours.
Okay. What did you think of Wood Harris in this?
Yeah. No, his role's good. But of course, I know why you're bringing it up. Mm-hmm. There is a connection from Wood Harris was also in Southland Tales, our other podcast, Have a Nice Apocalypse. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was nice seeing him. It was nice seeing him. Like, he's good, and he is good in the movie. He's got a good role.
Because
Marcel, I just wanted to.
Oh, go ahead. You go. No. One more Southland Tales thing, and then you can say what you want to say. Now,
is another Southland Tales thing?
No, vaguely, because it's just a not really a connection, but just reminding me of Southland Tales. The portion of the movie about halfway through when there's the riot in the California city, kind of had a Southland Tales vibe to me, just a little bit. I mean, if we were to put movies in categories of, this movie has a riot in LA, and then somebody says, hey, it's the end of the world, or no, it's World War III. I mean, kind of like an apocalyptic vibe, kind of One Bad After Another has kind of an apocalyptic vibe there, halfway through. So maybe we can cover One Bad After Another on Have a Nice Apocalypse.
Perhaps we can talk about it. They are definitely going for this. Talking about like liberalism and stuff, like,
yeah,
and it's in a comedic nature and in its failures and whatever. Also, I just realized it's like the second movie within a year that was like we see an old man with a boner, like with like a weapon pointed at him. Sean Penn in one battle, and then Megalopolis, Sean Voight.
Of course.
Anyway, Marcel, I just want to say congratulations on your induction into the Christmas Adventurers Club. A little surprised you wanted it, and very surprised they let you in. But hey, man, whatever. Like, I hope you get what you're looking for, I guess.
And I did a lot to get in it. By the way, I did a lot.
I'm sure you had to do a lot. Yeah,
I did a lot.
F1.
Vroom.
It's fine. It's whatever.
Hold on. Sorry, I'm gonna ask you a question. Now, do you think this should be in the running for Best Picture? Because every time I look at like a prediction page, like from one of the trades, I see F1 in the 10th slot, and I'm like, no fucking way. No fucking way. Siobhan, okay, continue on.
Why? Like, it's ridiculous. There's just nothing really here. There's no energy. Like, like, I remember some like cool behind the scenes videos I saw that were like, they rigged the car full of cameras to get all these great angles, and but then like I'm watching the movie and it like, the movie feels kind of absent of a lot of those camera angles I thought I saw. And then also like just like any like visceralness, like it doesn't feel like I'm flying at the speed of sound like these fucking guys are. Like they're flying hundreds of miles down the track. Like I never felt that sense of speed. And this is a man that like sold the speed of planes just a few years ago, amazingly, in Top Gun Maverick. And like I think that's even harder to do because like you point a camera at a plane in the sky, it looks like it's barely moving, but like a car, that thing zips by, right?
Yeah.
So you think it should be easier to sell that a car go fast than a plane go fast, but no. they didn't. He just didn't. It's just oh man, and it's just. It is such a slow movie. It just repeats the same things over and over. These two guys are fighting. I get it. The only thing I liked was I liked Carrie Condon a lot. She's really nice.
Yeah. I pretty much agree with you, Siobhan. I did see it twice in theaters, and once was like, okay, I saw it in big ol' IMAX, and it was big and loud. But then second time, I'm like, is that like how much of it do I enjoy? Well, the first time, how much of it did I enjoy just because it was big and loud? Let me just see it again just to make sure. And I'm like, yeah, this is fine. It's not as thrilling as Top Gun Maverick. I think a big reason why Top Gun Maverick is what it is because of Tom Cruise. And as much as I like Brad Pitt, and I don't really like Brad Pitt, like he's no Tom Cruise. So I think the behind the scenes story was Cruise wanted to do this, and for whatever reason, maybe because it was Mission Impossible, he was like too busy filming that Brad Pitt stepped in to do this. And I just kept imagining, like, well, man, if Tom Cruise is in this, I think he'd push it to
should have waited
something better. And now the rumor is that they're going to do a crossover movie with
F2.
Days of Thunder and F1. So
okay, I'm into that. You know, honestly, the only good race scene in the movie, I think, is the beginning one on the NASCAR track or whatever.
Yeah.
So hey, I'm kind of into that. They got me back in the seat already, just on the concept.
Yeah, boom, done.
Okay, I thought of a game, Marcelo.
A game. One, really okay, fast. Sure. Yeah.
F1, marry one, kill one. F1 is your bitter rival that has some sexual tension. Yeah. Marry one is your teammate. Uh-huh. And kill one is you run him off the track and do like a fire explosion and he dies. Mm-hmm. Okay, so your choices are Brad Pitt, Javier Bardem, Shea Wiggum.
Brad Pitt dies. Yeah. So that leaves me with Javier Bardem and Shea Wiggum. Remind me what remind me of the first two again.
F1 is your bitter rival with sexual tension, and marry one is your teammate.
Okay, Shea Wiggum is my teammate, and marry him. He's reliable. And then F1 would be Javier Bardem because he'd be my rival, but there'd be that sexual tension, which I felt throughout watching the movie. I mean, if he was the lead of this movie, maybe I'd like it a bit more.
See, he's going for it, but I just don't think there's enough there with the character.
Yeah.
But it's a good attempt, I guess. But it's not his fault that his character doesn't work for me.
No.
I think you got it. I'd say the same. It'd be nice to just be with Shea Wiggum, I think.
It would be, because he's a reliable character actor. And the fact that he only shows up for F1 for what? Like a scene? Like for 2 lines of dialogue?
Yeah. It's the very beginning of the movie.
Kind of already off to a bad start. In my opinion, F1. If you only have Shea Wiggum for one scene and you never see him again.
Right.
I kept telling myself, oh, we're going to come back to Shea Wiggum. We're going to come back to him. We're going to come back. And then once the final race is over, I was like, maybe he'll be there in the crowd scene. Maybe he'll say... But no.
He didn't need a pep talk from his old coach or anything.
Yeah. It's like,
no, nothing.
Let me give my old crew boss a call for...
Yeah, why not?
For no reason. All right. F1.
What the hell? Don't you know it's 3 a.m.? Like that's a funny joke. Okay, Marcelo. So I have these segments, right?
You do.
Where I try to watch a bunch of movies from different directors. I've done Oliver Stone and Paul Schrader in the past. This season, I was supposed to do Clint Eastwood. The segment would be called Going Beastwood. I have canceled that. I have canceled it.
You've canceled Clint Eastwood.
I've canceled Clint Eastwood. And I looked up some of the stuff this guy did.
He talked to a chair. Yeah, that's the worst thing he did, is talk to a chair.
That's the worst. I think, but But Marcelo, I have found a replacement.
Oh, I'm excited.
Found a replacement.
Yeah.
I watched a little film last night. I took a trip to the Shire. I watched The Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring, and it lit a fire under my ass, Marcelo.
Hell yeah.
2025 is the year of The Lord of the Rings for me.
Whoa.
And so...
What a year to do it, because it's the 25th anniversary of the first movie. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Very beautiful. Beautiful timing, how Lifeless works like that. So I think, so Marcelo, my new segment has been based around Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
And you are ultimately going to get me a movie to watch, but we have to go through a lot of bullshit to get there. So here we go.
Okay.
This is...
Now, hold on. My initial thought is, why do this game when you can just watch them in order? But that's my thought, is like you're going to just watch the Lord of the Rings movies.
We're not watching...
Right? Or just throwing The Hobbit.
You'll see.
Okay, fine. Okay, I have questions, but they will be answered here in a second. Okay,
the game, this is called Gollum and Smeagol's Deagle Memorial Regal Cinemeagle presents Return of the Kino.
Okay.
So, Marcelo, I first must ask you, shall we play a game of wits or a game of strength?
Okay. I don't know how strength would work over podcast. So I'm going to say strength.
Beautiful. Now, Marcelo, you must choose your fighter next. And Marcelo, you can choose from any one of the 9 members of the Company of the Ring.
Okay.
You can choose Gandalf, a wizard, the guide of the company. Legolas, Prince of Mirkwood. Gimli, the dwarf of the Lonely Mountain. Aragorn, the strider, the one true heir to the throne of Gondor. Boromir, the High Warden of the White Tower. Frodo Baggins, bearer of the One Ring. Merry Brandybuck, Master of Buckland. Pippin Took, heir to the Thane of the Shire. Or Samwise Gamgee, Frodo's gardener.
Which is funny to
Any
think
one of
that.
those 9.
Yeah, that's Frodo's gardener. I'm going to go with Legolas.
Representing you in battle.
Legolas. Yeah.
Wow. Very fun. Marcel, I am going to choose... I'll choose Frodo.
Okay.
Now, we are doing battle in a game of wits. Legolas versus Frodo. Now, the game, Marcelo, I forgot to ask you to get your cards. So
my cards?
Just pick your Cine cards or whatever.
I actually, you know what? You're lucky because I've not cleaned my desk, in 2 weeks. So I do have the cards here.
Get a random one.
Okay, I'm going to grab a random Cinephile card game card. This episode of the podcast is not sponsored by Cinephile. All right, here we go.
An actor name here from a card game.
Okay, here we go. The actor is John Hurt.
All right, John Hurt. Now, all right, Marcelo, the way this is going to work, we are going to play the IMDb game.
Okay, with John Hurt. Okay,
with John Hurt. Now, what this is
can I draw another card?
The top.
I'm having a hard time.
The top 4 movies that would be in John Hurt's known for section.
Oh no.
So what is Marcelo? I'm gonna say you have to get because this one is extra hard. You have to get 75%.
I have to get 3
for Legolas to win this battle. You have to get 3 out of the 4.
That's hard. Okay, Alien is 1. Is that 1?
Yeah, it is.
Okay. Fuck. V for Vendetta.
Nope.
Oh shit. Well, then I have to get the next 2 right then.
I know you love this fucking movie.
The clue is I love this fucking movie. Are you gonna give me any clues other than that?
No.
Oh, of course, Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy.
Yep, that's it. Yeah. That's it. Hey, look, I think one of these is gettable.
One of them is gettable. John fucking Hurt. I love him, but he's not one of my, go-tos.
Oh, he's not easy to like just think of John Hurt in your mind. He's been dead for a decade.
Amazing work, amazing actor. Don't get me wrong, but I'm having a hard time here. I cannot get it. Give me one clue. The easiest clue you can give me. As in, like, just whatever hint you want to give.
Adapted
from a book. Lord of the Rings: The Return of the King.
It's a great guess.
No.
I have to say, Legolas has lost this battle.
Against Frodo.
You could have guessed, the next two are 1984.
Oh, shit, that's right.
The Elephant Man.
Fuck. Oh, man. Oh, okay, I fucked up. Again.
Yeah, well.
Not top of mind, but that makes complete sense. Yes, Elephant Man and 1984. I just should have. Oh, fuck. I hate myself so much.
Well, no, it's okay, but it did. I am sorry to say this has. What this has led to is Legolas's death. Legolas, he went insane in the game of wits against Frodo Baggins, who perhaps the ring being in vicinity was to blame for this. Legolas.
Sorry,
took
can I interrupt? But by the way, this game is to help you pick a movie, right?
Legolas fired an arrow into the sky and let it come down onto his own head and died. And so he's out of the party. And now Marcelo, in memoriam for Legolas, we're going to pick an Orlando Bloom movie.
Okay. This is how... Okay.
You've got three choices here.
Three choices, okay.
Deep Cover, which is something from last year, so like I don't know.
Oh, so not the good Deep Cover, something else. No.
Or speaking of dead people dead before their time, we've got Heath Ledger in Ned Kelly, or Brittany Murphy in Love and Other Disasters.
You know what? I love
those three.
I love Brittany Murphy. Rest in peace. And I don't think I've seen Love and Other Disasters, but you know what? You should see it. Let me know how it is. So, Love and Other Disasters.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, there goes Legolas and Orlando Bloom. We'll see if anybody takes his place next time, or if there's only 8. I don't know.
Yeah, you can get somebody from the Hobbit cast.
That is the new game, Gollum and Smeagol's Deagle Memorial Regal Cinemeagle presents Return of the Kino.
So, just for future reference, I have to have the Cinephile cards just ready whenever
You do need the Cinephile
Okay,
cards.
I'll make a note of that. Yeah.
Perhaps the Game of Strength also has to deal with this.
Okay, good. All right. And Siobhan, is that all you've been watching? Yes, okay.
But man, Fellowship was such a trip. I was so into it. Like, it's been probably since high school for me. I haven't, like, that last Hobbit movie, seeing it in the theater, it just left a bad taste in my mouth, and I kind of left that world for a while.
Yeah.
But I finally got it back, and I've been wanting to watch them for, like, a few years now, but I just never got to it, because it's, like, 11 hours of movie watching.
Yeah.
More than that, The Hobbits. Anyway. But I'm going to deep dive into this shit. The Hobbit, the Ralph Bakshi movie, The Hobbit, that Amazon series, games. I'm gonna be going all over it. I've got the books here, so yeah, I'm gonna be all over it. That first movie is amazing. Peter Jackson pulled off miracles. Jesus Christ. Mm-hmm. The casting is up and down, insane decisions, just beautiful stuff all around. Yeah, Fellowship of the Ring. I give it a thumbs up.
Nice. All right, 1 thumbs up.
Two big thumbs up.
2 big thumbs up from Siobhan Irving. I watched some of this just a few weeks ago. I live. I don't know if you know this. I live with the co-host of Stage to Screen, and they had the movie playing in the background, and I watched some of it, and I go, "Yeah, this is a great movie." I would like to see it in a theater because I know they're re-releasing it in theaters here in Austin, and I know nationwide too. But I see that some of the screenings are already sold out, so I hope they add more screenings. Wow. Not that I haven't seen these movies in theaters already a few times. I think just 2 years ago, they also re-released the movies, and I watched them all back then. But you know what? I love them, and why not see them again? They're amazing. That's right. Yeah.
I can't remember. I definitely saw the Three Hobbitses. I saw at least one of the Lord of the Rings movies in a theater, maybe two, maybe all three. I don't know. I would have been really young, but it just feels like I did. Yeah.
Yeah. And I think I've told this story. I can't remember if this was on mic or off mic, but the one movie that I watched back to back in the same day was Return of the King. Release day. Wow. I bought a ticket for like noon, saw it, and then turned right around, bought a ticket for like 4 p.m. So, yeah, quite an experience back in 2003. That was 22 years ago. But yeah, hey, maybe this year, knock on wood, the Talk From Society podcast, Going Home Deep, might be back. There's no chance of that happening, but you never know. All right.
Hey, many miracles.
Exactly. Many miracles happen every day. Is that all that we've been watching right here over there?
That's all I've been watching.
Yeah. All right. Now we're on to the main event. Best editing.
The main event.
Best production design.
Wow. Best editing, best production design.
Yes. All right. So how do we do this? How do we split this up? We always have to decide.
Okay. I think editing definitely goes second. I mean, that's the more exciting category, is it not?
I think they're both exciting in their own ways. But yeah, I agree with you.
I think editing is a little more prestigious. So I give editing the main event slot. But for the second main event, production design, of course, Marcelo, we're going to decide who goes based on the hockey puck.
Of course.
Hockey puck, I flip here, we do heads or tails.
Yeah. It always has to happen.
We got to hockey puck it up. Mm-hmm. So I hit the ice. Marcelo, what do you want? I'm going to flip it.
I'm going to say heads.
Tails. Sorry to say. Sorry to say it.
Sonic's friend.
Now, what I just won was the right to choose. I choose. I choose you to go first.
Okay.
In production design.
Production design. All right. I'm going to look up my spreadsheet. I'm going to look it up. I'm going to pull up production design. Here we go.
Look it up, Marcelo. Look it up.
I'm ready. All right. I have a solid 5. No honorable mentions. Just 5. No. These are my favorite uses of production design in a film in 2025. Number 5. This name surprised me in the opening credits of this movie I'm about to talk about. Because, I mean, for me, much like Allison Jones, I don't know any other really casting director. I just recognize Allison Jones because I see her name in the credits, right? For a lot of things I watch or watched. For this guy, Jack Fisk, that is a name I recognize because I've seen that name over and over in so many films, and I've spent time looking up his biography. He's friends with a lot of fantastic film directors, including Terrence Malick and also David Lynch. And more recently, he was the production designer on Killers of the Flower Moon. And just to name a few others, The Master. He worked on There Will Be Blood, so fantastic production designer. His one credit this year is my number 5. It's Marty Supreme. Marty Supreme. Fantastic production design. By the way, I saw Marty Supreme over the last week, and I did not bring it up in the Hey What You're Watching segment because I knew I was going to talk about it now.
Yeah, I get it.
Ping Pong. It's a good movie. It is good. I need to rewatch just to know exactly where I land with it. Don't get me wrong. I think it's a great movie, but there's a lot to chew on there. I think Chalamet might get the Oscar. We'll talk about on another episode, but yeah. Whoa. The movie is set in 1952. And it feels like 1952, much like the other Safdie production from 6 years ago now. Uncut Gems. The Safdie brothers directed that one. Felt like a modern day movie set. No, sorry. It felt like a modern day movie filmed in the 70s, and this feels like a 1952 movie filmed in the 70s. It has that same feel, that same vibe, but the production design, the sets, the apartments in New York City, even like farmhouses like in upstate New York, New Jersey, I think this also takes place in, and also they go overseas to Japan and Tokyo, and it's quite an electric film, not only because of like the editing, the music, the performances, but the where they're in, the vibes in which like you see like the physical space around them, it fits with like the movie you're watching, if that makes sense. So Marty Supreme, my number 5. Jack Fisk, he might get an Oscar after working for like 50 years. He's never won an Oscar, I don't think. So this might be his year with Marty Supreme. Okay, that's my number 5. My number 4. Hey, speaking of Uncut Gems, the co-writer, I think, of that movie also co-wrote this. If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You. If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You. This movie I love because, one, it has an amazing Rose Byrne performance. Perhaps I might bring this up later in the season, but perhaps my favorite performance of the year. We'll talk about it later. That is front and center. That is what I think a lot of the nominations this year for this movie will go to, is for her performance. But I don't know, just similar to like Marty Supreme. The vibe of the movie really centers around not only like the music, the acting, the performances, but like where this all takes place. The central like plot device is that Rose Byrne and her child are forced to leave their home because a water like just burst down from the ceiling above them. I think like a bathtub falls down. So we come back to this house, like this house with the ceiling like caved in. Like we come back to it a few times over the course of the movie, and it becomes like already like an iconic like set. So that alone like makes it like amazing production design wise, like centering your plot around like just a hole in the ceiling. So that's amazing. And also Rose Byrne is a therapist, and her job is in like it's hard to describe. It's like there's a corridor of doors with like each office being like where a therapist like does their practice, and she's like a few doors down from Conan O'Brien's therapist character, so that plays like a key role. Like that whole setting is like kind of odd, but yeah, I gotta shout out If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You for that production design. There you go. So that's 4. My number 3 is a movie we talked about just a few minutes ago. It's One Battle After Another. Production design. Yeah, I mean, for a movie that's kind of was trying to say this with Marty Supreme, has kind of a sense of being like a 70s movie. This One Battle After Another also has that, but it's set in like present time. I think the production design plays a key role in that. Like DiCaprio's house, like where he stays in the second act of the movie, and even at the beginning of the movie, like Jesus, that whole set piece. Siobhan, you're talking about how like much of an action movie this is. I think some of it has to do with the production design of how the sets are laid out. I don't think you can point to the hills at the end and say that's production design, because I think that those are already there. But I don't know, like every like set they're in feels so focused in on, like, one example is like the meeting of the I already forget the name of it. You made that joke, Siobhan. Who are they? Like the Christmas Adventurers Club? That's it, right?
Yeah, that's it.
Everywhere where they meet, it just feels very icky and creepy, very underground. The corridors in which the hitman like goes from one house to the other house, like that feels like fantastical, but also very real. Like it feels very sinister. But yeah, One Battle After Another, fantastic production design. I mean, I'm sure that's going to be in the running for the Oscars, because why not? That'll win every Oscar, probably. Number 2 is 28 Years Later. Now, yeah, we've seen, I mean, Siobhan, you and I have seen plenty of zombie movies, right? Over the last few months. Yeah. And I think there's an art definitely in making a post-apocalyptic, world, of making a place look like there hasn't been a real human walking through it in years. And I think this does that very well, right? I think all those sets, like the train set, like those in the village too, where the humans reside, like that's well built and everything. But I think this gets my number 2 just for the Bone Temple alone. That the mere fact that was built and that felt real, and I'm pretty sure it was real. But I mean, it looked practical. That entire space looked practical and real. It's like that alone puts it at my number 2. I'm like, yes, absolutely, the Bone Temple. I love it. The Bone Temple made such an impact in part 1 that in the sequel, they're calling the movie the Bone Temple. So I hear the Bone Temple is pretty good. That's my number 2. 28 Years Later. My number 1. Yeah. Talking about making a setting really part of the plot, like really essential to like one reason why the movie I think works so well, is this setting. Sinners, the bar scene, or it's not a bar, it's the saloon, like the musical space they're in. I mean, the movie mostly takes place here, like for the last 2 acts, and man, I don't know, it just works. There's no way around it. I think this gets my number 1 just for one sequence, for when they perform that song, and then becomes very fantastical. We see choreography and people from different times and places appear in the scene. It's all one shot, and then the camera pulls up, and you see the entire space set on fire. All of that, incredible, and that production design plays a key role in that. So yeah, that's my number 1 of the year, Sinners. And that's my 5. Siobhan, I'm done talking.
Beautiful. I love it.
Yeah.
I think I will just get into mine here. I do have some honorable mentions. I want to shout out the great houses of the year.
Whoa. The White House.
The No Other Choice house.
That's a good house.
The Presence house and the Bring Her Back house.
Oh.
All feel like really nice houses. They're great places to spend an entire movie.
Yeah.
And, it's hard to elevate a house to feel like it's really special. It's pretty rare. The Fablemans. Remember when we made fun of that a few years back?
Yeah.
Or Parasite. But I think No Other Choice is quite close to that. But but like I don't know, they still just feel like nice places. They are very, very solid places to spend an entire movie. But they are really, they are just like, they're just houses. Like it's hard to.
Yeah,
number 5.
Yeah, I'll quickly say I almost put the President's movie in my production design, but the fact that like I think they shot it in like a pre-existing house, kind of
right. Yeah, that felt very clear from that movie. They just walked into a
But anyway,
house that's not occupied. Squatters shot a movie. Number 5, Superman.
Hey.
Lots of amazing design in these spaces, especially the super cave, whatever the hell it's called, up there in the Arctic, with those crystals in the background behind him, the big like triangular. It's so cool, and I think Lex is like. All like whatever world that he sends Superman into to trap him, that is so cool. With there's so many cool comic booky designs in this film that I just think about a lot. Oh, those crystals I mentioned. There's a story James Gunn told on like one of the Peacemaker podcast episodes. He said that by the end of production, all of those crystals were gone from the set because everybody just kept stealing them.
That's funny.
Number 4, Sinners.
Hey.
That barn's an amazing place to spend a movie. Those streets that in that small town, I have a feeling those were probably built, right? And the church is great. And the place where we find Lumi Misako's character, that just feels so lived in and like real. It's like perfectly what you imagine, like the South, like voodoo area, swampy area. Like it's, oh man, it's just so good. It's just so good. It feels both authentic and like what you want to see. Like it is like both things. Number 3, Frankenstein.
Oh,
I think that mansion is fucking insane. And there are just so many crazy details over all of these environments. Like Frankenstein's other inventions is like, there's like weird like bodies sewn together and shit just in the background, and so many notes and papers and different surgical tools. Like that mansion alone, or like just some of his rooms alone, like solo, like they're just, you could pause the movie and like just study them. And it'd probably be worth doing. I know I follow Guillermo del Toro on Twitter, and like every now and then, somebody retweets something, or like, or he'll retweet somebody asking like, "Hey, is this like a recreation of this biblical painting from the Renaissance era?" And he goes like, "Oh, you've discovered my Easter egg, young lad. Congratulations!" Like, there's just a million of those throughout the whole film. The boat is amazing, man. I don't know how much of the boat's real, how much of it's CG, but it looks fucking great. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I mean, that's still production design. I don't know. This should have been number 1, probably.
Yeah, you fucked up.
Number 2, 28 years later.
Hey.
Both in our number 2 slot.
Yeah.
And dude, it's the same for me. It's all about the Bone Temple, man.
Yeah.
What a hell of a construction. It just captures the mind. It's something that feels so grim. Something that feels so grim, that looks so grim, feels like beautiful and epic, and perfectly reflects that philosophy of Ray Fiennes' character. And then I guess that town's pretty interesting. Not that we saw too much of it, but like just the idea of it and like the outside of it. It is interesting. The wall. But yeah, the Bone Temple, man, it's just like, it's everything. I mean, like, it's, again, it captured my imagination so much. And like, it sold that movie. Like the like posters are just like a pile of skulls, you know? 'Cause, I mean, they're not going to put Ralph Fiennes' face on there. Like, what does that say, everybody? But yeah, amazing stuff. Inspired shit. Number 1, from the world of John Wick, Ballerina.
Whoa. You know what?
This series,
I didn't see this coming.
Yeah. Go on. Oh, sorry.
No, I just said I didn't see it coming.
This series is full of amazing sets, and that is no different here. That's one of the few things that, like, absolutely does not go down at all from, like, John Wick 4 to Ballerina. Like it's perfectly, they stay the line. That ice club, like, they found another way to make a club interesting. The ice club, like, it's crazy. There's that weird room they shoot through that's like under construction. That like it just looks perfect. It's like amazing location scouting. That big like fuck off village at the end. Like, what the hell even is that? So like the main thing that gets it here for me though is attention to detail. In ways that I can't fully appreciate, but I found, like, I just kind of happened upon this. I found a website that I was looking for pictures from the movie, and I found a website that identifies guns in movies. And there's an armory here that the main character Eve visits that has there's a wide shot of just like a shitload of guns on the wall, and it's only up for a few seconds. And these people are like able to perfectly identify every single one of these guns, all the special attachments, they're all real. And like that amount of dedication just for the gun nuts is incredible to me. And then, and if you're not one of those people like me, you know, like it just, everything else is pretty to look at. I don't know. I don't know. I don't think anybody beats John Wick in this field. I really don't.
I need to rewatch Ballerina. I think, not to tip our hands, but we've been talking. Well, we need to watch Ballerina, right? But somebody got stars just the other day, and I do believe one movie's on Stars. So,
oh wow,
it might happen sooner than you think. Fantastic list, Siobhan. I was just saying, surprising number 1. I you know, I should not be that surprising though. But yeah, totally see how that could be the top of your list in a good way.
As long as you see how.
Yeah, I see it. I see the method to your madness. All right, now the editing. Do we flip the puck this time again, or do we just go into it?
Oh, yeah. No, the way this works is we just flip it backwards. So I guess I go first and then
okay. All right. Best editing.
You know what, this worked. I did this on purpose. This worked perfectly to both give us the main event, or like
yeah.
All right, number 5, editing. My honorable mentions are Final Destination Bloodlines. That movie knows what you want, and they know just the right amount of time to make you wait for it. Every little second of build up. Amazing stuff. Perfectly timed. And all those like those whams that they get in there that catch you off guard. Great stuff. Perfectly timed horror. Man, it kills me to put this in honorable mentions, but Sanatorium Under the Sign of the Hourglass is just full of wild editing techniques, like layering the same picture on top of each other so many times that it becomes like just this meaningless mesh of pictures. Like it's there's tons of cool creative editing choices like that throughout the film, but I can't I don't know. It's hard. It's just hard to cut any of these other 5. The year of editing. 2025. Number 5, Steve. Netflix's Steve.
Oh, yeah.
Underrated movie. It just takes place under one particularly horrible day in this last chance reform school following Cillian Murphy's character especially. It's kind of like one of those movies that moves with he's a character that's always on the move because he has to tackle so many problems, so many spinning plates, and we get basically a third person walk along with the character. It's one of those type of movies. And this the way the movie handles moving in and out of these different things that he's dealing with, it just pays so perfectly. It is I would call it the most panic attacky movie I've seen since Uncut Gems. You brought it up earlier.
Yeah.
And speaking of, number 4, Smashing Machine.
Oh.
So subtle, such soft cuts. I heard they're basically remaking a documentary, shot for shot, but whatever. They did it perfectly, brilliantly. The quiet mood is so perfectly established. You get what you need to get from the fights, and then we get out of it. We're back to just it's calm, it's chill. It's just it's just life, you know. It's surprising. It's not what I expected, or it's not what you would expect from a UFC movie, right? It just doesn't feel right, but or it doesn't sound right, but it feels great when you're in it. Number 3, Eddington.
Hey.
Eddington. Director Ari Aster. So many incredible long takes of just, Joaquin Phoenix walking into a bar or holding his gun, backing up because he's afraid. That shootout near the end, especially, I was just in awe. It's just perfectly paced for what it needs to be. Incredible commitment to the thing. Number 2, weapons. There's so much going on at this movie. There's, again, spinning plates. They don't let any of them fall. The structure of this film, vaguely following a character for a length of time until they reach a climax, and then suddenly it cuts out before we get the satisfaction of the climax. Oh god, I freaked out about it every time. And we just cut to a new character. And characters are off screen for that perfect balance of time where I just before I start asking where the hell is that cop or the weird drug guy, they come back out. It's perfectly timed. And I mean, this movie, from the pitch, it was Magnolia, but a horror movie, and they succeeded. They got that. They got all those vibes. Number 1, my best editing of the year that I saw in the year 2025, I believe, was in the film Presence.
Whoa.
Edited by Steven Soderbergh's dad. We are in and out of these people's lives. The ghost is one form, and we only see what it sees, and we only see... that's all we can see. We have to see everything from the perspective of this ghost. And this ghost flutters in and out. There's so many surprising cuts that it's feel we're in the middle of a scene, and then it just nope. Next day.
Yeah.
And you start to wonder I don't know, was that a cut for the movie, or think about it in character, the ghost just not want to hear it anymore, or there's some special rules with the ghost, I don't know, he blinks out of time. I think this movie is told through its editing more than pretty much anything else, and for a movie it's not even 90 minutes. I still felt that beautiful, soulful lingering that I get from so many of my favorite films. Like, it is really, I think it is an overlooked achievement, what was achieved here in Presence. Mm-hmm. That's my number one.
Fantastic, Siobhan. Great list.
Back to production design, though, we really should shout out those lights on the tables in Black Bag.
Yeah.
What a choice.
Yeah. That almost made my production design for their house alone. It would be. Yeah. It was close. If I had to pick an honorable mention for production design, it'd be Black Bags. But yeah. We'll talk more about Soderbergh here in a bit. Just to tip my hat, of course, he has to show up in editing somewhere. Where? We'll find out here in a bit. Best editing of the year. Number 5 for me. Sinners. Yes. Fantastic. I mean, flat out, one of the best horror movies of recent years. Sinners. And I think it lovingly, I think, is in that genre. And, in the first 3 minutes of the movie, like, just quick jump scares, just to very quickly say, hey, you're gonna watch a horror movie for the next 2 hours, okay? So hang on. And from that jump, like, yeah, it's edited so wonderfully for being a horror movie. So wonderful horror movie direction and editing in Sinners. So that's my number 5. Number 4, the ping pong movie. Yeah. Yes. It's not a spoiler. Ping pong plays a big part in Mario Supreme, the table tennis. Yeah, ping pong plays. And yeah, there are a few just very long sequences where two characters are playing, table tennis, and you're completely riveted, especially at the end. I mean, of course, it's kind of obvious. There's a very, very important final ping pong sequence at the end. All of these are edited so well. You're very much into it. I watched this with some friends, and one of them mentioned the ending felt like Challengers esque in terms of editing, and yeah, I wasn't as enthralled by the ending of Mario Supreme as I was by Challengers, but it has almost that same sense. I totally get that comparison. So, and beyond that, I mean, it's edited quite well. It's fast paced, edge of your seat. So Mario Supreme, my number 4. My number 3. You mentioned it already, Siobhan. It's your number 1, but it's my number 3, Presence. I watched this again the other day, actually yesterday. I watched it for the 4th time. And yeah, one thing that not necessarily bothered me, but I disagreed with Steven Soderbergh. He mentioned that during a Q&A, when I first saw this, not live, but it was like he was, I think, in LA, and they did like a live stream to several theaters, and I drove to Dallas to see this for this Q&A alone. He mentioned that this is not an experimental film, Presence, and I disagree. Yeah, I do disagree.
It feels like it feels outside of his wheelhouse a lot.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean,
I mentioned that soulful lingering. I don't get that from any of his other films. I fucking love this guy, but that's not what I get from him.
Yeah, and just the way he approaches this movie is like the same and different, but like as his other movies, like the same being he's his own camera person, he's his own cinematographer, but with how much he's involved in the shooting of it and the editing, like, I don't know, it's hard for me to really get into, and of course I get into it like later in the season because he's going to be all over this series for me. But like him knowing, I think, like where to take the camera, because he's the one, carrying this small camera through this house. The way he knows where to go, where to point it, and when to stop and cut, like that feels to me like it is experimental in just how all these are connected, in being a director and being a cinematographer and being an editor. Like all of that comes into play to tell this story. And yeah, the editing plays a huge part. You mentioned this already, Siobhan, but his decision where to end certain scenes and to cut, and how those cuts feel, just like cut to black, with like just the right amount of time to feel like a sense of dread, and then we come back to the house. Like, yeah, like beautiful decisions made in Presence when it comes to editing and everything else. So my number 3, Presence. My number 2, oh man, gotta shout this out again. One Battle After Another. Not only did he make one of the best movies of the year, but one of the best like action movies of the year. I think this gets the number 2 slot for the River of Hills sequence alone. Just how like he cuts back and forth between 3 cars, and then you see those shots of the hills. The cinematography of this is incredible. I'll talk about that in a future episode. But just the decision to cut in time, like with the music and and increasing the tension between these 3 characters at the end. It's like all that alone. Like, oh, and also seeing this on a huge IMAX screen when I did, my God, like that whole sequence is incredible. And a huge part of it is because of that editing. So, man, One Battle After Another, my number 2. And my number 1. I mean, what tops, Steven Soderbergh and Paul Thomas Anderson? It's a Danny Boyle film, 28 years later. Wow. Editing. Wow. My number 1. Similar to how I think Soderbergh uses like the direction, cinematography, editing in such an incredible way. I think Boyle uses like his camera techniques, his cinematographer, his editor to create things I really haven't seen before, or just changing the way I look at like a zombie getting shot in the head. Like, Siobhan, you and I have seen several zombies getting shot in the heads over the last few months.
Hundreds,
maybe thousands. But my God, just the whole camera rig thing, like putting 100 iPhones around one zombie, just to get the most insane shot of a zombie getting shot in the head, through editing, like cutting these 100 cameras together, like in one incredible sequence. Like, Jesus, like that blew me away. For the longest time, this was my number 1 movie of the year. It's still up there, but Jake Kelly came along and changed all that. But man, the editing technique in this took me back to a time. I still think he's like an amazing filmmaker, Danny Boyle, but I have not been this just in awe of his technique in a while. Because Slumdog Millionaire was like a big movie for me back when it came out. And like going back to Trainspotting, and like even like that one weird movie with Rosario Dawson. What's that one movie? That one's weird. Steve Jobs is also, incredible movies throughout his entire career, but this is the first time I felt like I'm like, oh wow, he's trying to do something so interesting, so special. Almost like trying to change the form. And that's due to the editing. So that's my number 1 of the year. Best editing, 28 years later.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
I actually don't think I thought of that one.
Well,
sorry.
It's okay. I forgive you.
I think I have an issue though with it on an editing level.
What's the issue?
Just the overall pacing of it. It doesn't feel like a full movie to me. Like it feels like part 1 of a movie to me.
Yeah, I get that.
Editing, like it just doesn't have an ending really. So like I don't know. There's no like real build up to an end. There's not much there. I don't know.
I get it, but hey, sorry. Maybe watching part 2, The Bone Temple, may elevate, 28 years later for you, but no, I get that, and in the end, yeah, I had that issue the first time I saw it, but then after subsequent rewatches, I accepted that this kind of was open ended, and the ending of this movie is what it is. It's kind of weird, and it does set up for things. But I'll say this: if they never made a sequel, like if there was no Bone Temple, you know, if Nia DaCosta didn't make the sequel and like they just kept it at one, I think I would have been happy. I think it would have been like, okay, this is enough movie for me. But that's how I feel.
Perfect. I love that it's there for you. I do.
Yeah. All right, and that's it. That's our favorite best production design and best editing of the year. We can move on.
Favorite best production design.
Just leave this alone. Let's get at what? What?
This is our best production design and editings, but. Of course, we have the Discord, talkfilmsociety.com/Discord, talkfilmsociety.com/Discord, go to talkfilmsociety.com/Discord, and you can join the conversation where I asked the different people in the podcast server if they wanted to give us their choices for their top 5 production design and top 5 editings of 2025. And we did get a few responses, so here we go. Zephyr, fly away on my Zephyr. Production design. She says, Sinners. Wake Up Dead Man. I believe she means Wake Up Dead Man, A Knives Out Mystery.
Sorry. Okay, well, you finish the list. I have some thoughts.
Phoenician Scheme. I believe she means The Phoenician Scheme. Running Man. I believe she means The Running Man. Thackham Hall. I think that's the community that she talked about. I don't know. And for editing, she brought up Sinners, OBAA. I believe she means One Battle After Another. Wake Up Dead Man. I believe she means Wake Up Dead Man, A Knives Out Mystery. And Weapons for editing.
Wake Up Dead Man is one. I kind of we should just stop this, try to re-record, because I maybe should have added that to my production design. No, it's
to your production design. Okay.
Yeah, for my production design.
I would have been surprised with editing.
No. Let me quickly see what I already forgot what I said for production design, but I'll open it up real quick.
What do you kick it off there?
You know what? That's tough. If anything, maybe Wake Up Dead Man over Marty Supreme in the 5 slot. But if I were to say some number 5, I'd say this about Wake Up Dead Man. The mere fact that Rian Johnson fooled me in thinking that was an actual church that they just found and they filmed in. No, they built that church from scratch. It looks real. And the mere fact that, I'll talk about this in my cinematography episode for sure, for my picks for cinematography. But how they achieved what they achieved in that space with the lighting, through like the church, glass, whatever that's called. Incredible stuff. Some of the best of the year. So I totally get production design for Wake Up Dead Man. All right, I'm done.
Stained glass.
Yeah, stained glass. That's what it.
That's Conclave won mine last year for the same thing, just on a bigger scale, I guess. I thought they filmed in the Vatican. I thought they filmed in the Sistine Chapel. I guess I was watching it. I was like, this is too perfect. There's no way this is fake. But no, it was fake somehow. I don't know. I never looked up how, but that was movie magic to me.
It's been a while.
We love churches.
That's stained glass. We love churches here, don't we, folks? All right.
It's been a while. Not the Who's Tommy Thomas, Mariani, Tommy Marinara, host of Double Edge Double Bill in the past, and current host of the Knives Out is what I want to say because it's on my head, it's on my brain. Current host Thomas Mariani of Cinema to the Letter, patreon.com/cinema2letter, number 2. Editing, Marty Supreme, Train Dreams. One Battle After Another. The Secret Agent.
Oh, yeah.
Presents.
Good stuff.
Production design, The Secret Agent. Sinners. Marty Supreme, Superman, 28 years later. You have gasped at Secret Agent, Marcelo.
You know what? For editing, not to spoil it, and I've been saying this to people, and I hope I'm not wrong, but the lead actor of The Secret Agent, I think, might be a spoiler for some people, because I think on Oscar nomination morning, they'll be like, what secret agent? Who's this guy? And I forgot the actor's name. I'm sorry, I'm gonna look it up, but I think he might be a big player for Best Actor. But the editing in that, I'm not gonna give it away, but I think the editing plays a pivotal role in that film, especially in the third act, and it's one I kind of wish I thought of. I don't think it would have made my 5, but that definitely honorable mention for sure. The lead actor of Secret Agent is Wagner Moura, so get ready to hear his name on Oscar nominations morning.
Wagner Moura.
Yeah.
Presence, by the way, another editing nom for that. I appreciate it.
Yes.
Tommy, thank you very much. You're one of the
good ones.
Top people. One of the good ones. Hollywood. Noah Cassidy brings us his editing choices. No other choice but to choose no other choice. Mitski Land. Or Mitski the Land. I don't know. Documentary, I assume. Begonia.
Yeah.
Wake Up Dead Man. I believe he means Wake Up Dead Man. A Knives Out Mystery. Mm-hmm. One battle after another. Production design for Noah Cassidy, Hollywood Noah Cassidy, Begonia, The Phoenician Scheme, Avatar, Fire and Ash, Sinners, and No Other Choice. I wanted to quickly shout out, because nobody else is going to do it, The Monkey. I wanted to shout out The Monkey quickly for editing, because I don't think I'm going to say it anywhere else but this season, but like, The Monkey didn't fully connect with me, even though I do like its themes. I just think as a movie it didn't fully hit me, but like, it is funny pretty often, and like I think like a lot of those comedic moments are just like perfectly timed, like the woman jumping into the pool.
Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, it's
one of the best things I saw all year. Perfect timing, just perfect timing on that editing. Sam shot first. Friend of the site, Sam shot first.
Mm-hmm.
Sam shot first. I don't believe there's anything to get into here with Sam, but
okay.
I actually forgot to do my due diligence. Oh man, if I have to put a retraction out next episode, guys, I'm sorry. But for now, what's that?
I was gonna say, wasn't it like that he mentioned Sinners, and you were like, "Oh, Delroy Lindo worked with Keanu Reeves," so like you. Well,
sure, but like I'm not gonna go that far.
Okay.
He does mention Sinners again and say Michael P. Scheuer. Now, if I found out Michael P. Scheuer, edited Feeling Minnesota, like that would feel wrong to me, but. Just because I'm not going to give, he's fine for now, okay? Mm-hmm. So Michael P. Scheuer for Sinners, Stephen Mirione for F1. Just couldn't disagree more. John Harris, 28 years later. Bob Duxey, Wake Up Dead Man. I believe he means Wake Up Dead Man, A Knives Out Mystery. Peggy Egbalian and Mark Yoshikawa, The Long Walk. Thank you for giving all these names, too. It's good to shout out the actual people.
Yeah, we haven't mentioned Mark one Yoshikawa editor this episode.
And Peggy Egbalian for The Long Walk. That's an interesting one. The way that they kept continuity is honestly, like, insane. The fact that, like, we weren't, like, at least I never was, like looking in the background, seeing the cornfields and the forests and the towns like changing from cut to cut and feeling like it was wrong, like that's an achievement. Like it really is. Like that's such a hard movie to keep continuity on.
Yeah.
Production design. Sam shot first, friend of the site, gives us Hannah Beachler, Sinners, Carson McCall and Gareth Pugh, 28 years later. Tamara Deverell, Frankenstein. Fiona Crombie, Mickey 17.
Okay, Mickey 17.
Scott Chambliss, Kiss of the Spider Woman. Those are two fascinating choices there at the end. Mickey 17, I can see it. I can see it totally.
Yeah.
If I liked the movie at all, but production design is good. Like it's a good sci-fi set. Good sci-fi sets. That ship comes together well. Were you gonna say something, Marcel?
I was gonna say Kiss of the Spider Woman. Interesting choice. I think good choice.
I need to see that.
I watched it when it came out in theaters. My experience was a little hampered. I'm not going to go full into detail because why should I? But somebody in the audience was maybe laughing a bit too much during some moments. And if you read up about the movie and if you know what the movie's about, if you've seen the original, it's not a very funny movie. So that kind of brought it down for me, but that was the experience. But the movie itself, I wish it was better. I wish it was a little bit better.
Co-host on stage to screen probably got a talking to after that one.
They just would not stop laughing.
No, it feels like one of those movies that I'm just gonna fall head over heels for as soon as I see it. It just looks like a me movie.
Yeah.
But we'll see. We'll see. Thank you for those picks, everybody in the Discord. If you would like to join the Discord, you can by going to talkfilmsociety.com/Discord.
Yes.
And you will get in on the conversation next time.
Yes. So stay tuned for next time when we talk.
We always love our contributors.
Yes, we love them so much. All right. We honor them by doing this podcast. All right. Final segment of the show, then we can end it. The prognostication game. I'm going to go to IndieWire, and I'm going to scroll down. Let's go to Best Production Design first. IndieWire has selected what they think will be nominated for both Best Production Design and Best Editing for the Oscars. Now, Siobhan, you will have to try to guess what IndieWire has predicted in both of these categories. Let's go to production design first. I'm scrolling down, scrolling. Of course, we're using IndieWire this season. We're not using the other site we used last 2 times we've done this because of reasons. So far so good. IndieWire has not done anything evil, I don't think. If they did, I missed it. So I think we're good for IndieWire for the rest of the season.
Yeah.
As
long as they keep Leonard Maltin employed, I'm happy with them.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. So they break this down by front runners, contenders, and long shots. They have 5 front runners. Siobhan, for production design for the Oscars, can you name what they're predicting will get
design
nominated?
Sinners
is on here.
Frankenstein
is on here.
We're going with Marty Supreme.
Marty Supreme is on here. Wow, that's 3 for 3.
One battle after another.
One battle is not on here.
Oh, God. Oh, God. I'm just God damn it. I'm just going to say, I am going to say, if his movies have anything that they get recognized for, it is production design and costumery. Phoenician Scheme.
Phoenician Scheme is not on here.
Yeah, I knew that was a long shot.
Yeah.
Train Dreams.
Train Dreams is not on
now
here.
I'm just saying. Secret Agent. Now I'm just saying the ones that are big.
Okay, so I'm going to give you hints for these last 2.
No other choice?
No other choices not on here. So for production design, we did not mention this movie at all. Neither one of us mentioned it on our lists. Nobody from the Discord mentioned this at all. But it is a contender. It's a contender.
It is a contender.
Yeah.
It could have been a contender. It is a contender.
And the other one, my hint is we did talk about this movie on this episode, but that was at the very beginning of the episode during one of our early segments. So did not show up for production design, but we did talk about this earlier.
One of our earlier segments, huh? Perhaps what we've been watching. Is it Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring?
You know what? It is Lord of the Rings, Fellowship of the Ring. They're bringing it back.
Probably not F1. It could be F1, I guess, but I don't know. So yeah, I don't think I'm getting it based on those.
All right. I'm going to give you one. The one I don't think you might get, which I don't think you've even seen. And I think the reason why they're giving it this is because of like one set piece. Hamnet. Yeah, they recreate Shakespeare's stage in the third act, and I guess that's cool.
Oh, wow. We go to the round.
Yeah. I mean, it is cool. It's a cool round.
What was that place called?
I think it's, what is it called? I don't know. I'm not a Shakespeare guy.
Jesus.
Yeah. So that's Hamnet. So that's one you missed. And the other one, do you want me to give it to you, or do you want to keep guessing?
Just say it.
Wicked for Good.
Oh, of course. God damn it.
Yeah. So it's still 3 out of 5. Not bad.
Fuck me.
Not bad. All right.
Fuck me.
Editing. Let's go to the editing category.
Now here is where one bell after another does come in.
That's your first guess?
Yes.
All right, one battle after another is on here.
Sinners
is on here.
Marty Supreme
is on here.
See, I'm thinking most editing, you know?
Mm-hmm, yeah.
But I'm actually going to go to least editing now.
Hamnet is on here.
Now here we go. Here we go. Pump it up.
You got 4 out of 5.
Pump it up.
The Substance is on here. Frankenstein, not on here.
Damn it. Damn it.
F1, not on here. Now F1 is in the tier below, so they're in the contenders, like in the 6 and 7 slot. So
Wicked for Good,
not on here.
Okay.
I'm going to give you a hint. I don't think you're going to get this. Is my hint to you.
Yeah.
No, it's a movie
Dreams.
it's a movie. I think if you want to keep guessing for the next like 10 minutes, you're not going to get it. It has not been mentioned on this episode. This is surprising to me that they're putting this on here, but I guess I get it. Hey, if this is a hint for you, Siobhan, because for you specifically, if you saw what I watched yesterday, this is one of the movies I watched yesterday, just to have it on.
Caught stealing?
No. If you go on my letterbox, just look at what I saw on New Year's Day, New Year's Eve. I mean, no, I'm going to tell you, A House of Dynamite.
Boom! It's A House of Dynamite.
Boom! It's the
What is that?
It's the Catherine Bigelow movie about what if there was a nuclear bomb,
Right?
And it's a cut together Rashomon style. I think it's a good movie, but I'm like kind of in the minority, I think. And it's surprising to me that it's getting this. Like they're predicting A House of Dynamite might get in there. Weird. I don't think it will, but who knows? So House of Dynamite.
Very funky choice from IndieWire.
So 3 out of 5 for production design and then 4 out of 5 for editing. Siobhan, great job. As always.
Great job.
And now for
7 out of 10 overall. That's a C. You're
Yeah.
a C.
And now for our gamblers out there, we got to make our picks. Who we think will win the Oscar in March for production design and for editing. Siobhan, why don't you go first?
Who do I think wins the Oscar for editing? I think it's One Battle After Another. Mm-hmm. That's easy for me. Production design, I think, oh man, Frankenstein is so crazy, so detailed, but I think Sinners.
Okay. Good picks. I don't know. I'm with you on One Battle After Another for editing. I think right? Yeah, it feels like it's going to sweep a lot, and I think that might be one it'll sweep. For production design, it's a bit tougher. I'm looking back at the list of what they think. We'll get production design. I'm kind of with you with
A lot of ways that could go with it there.
Yeah. I don't know. I think this might be Jack Fisk's year. I said it before. He's been nominated a few times, never won. He's been working as a production designer for decades and decades, but I don't know. Maybe this will be his year. Maybe, and I think Marty Supreme will get nominated for a few and get maybe an award or two on Oscar night. Maybe this will be one. I'm going to go Marty Supreme, production design.
Marty Supreme, wow.
Yeah.
So you've heard it here, folks. Definitely place your bets on One Battle After Another. 50-50 shot on the other two.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's it.
That's it.
We're done.
Thanks.
Hey, Siobhan, any plugs before we go?
No, I already said that's it. So
Okay. And for me, talkfilmsociety.com/vote. Vote in the Talk Film Society Awards. Stay tuned for the announcement of the nominees. We'll announce the nominees on this show for sure. And then we'll announce the winners on March 6th on this show. That's it. patreon.com/talkfilmsociety. We have commentaries. We have zombintaries. I'm supposed to release one today on New Year's Day, so I'll do that sometime. And that's it. That's all. All right, folks, enjoy Oscar season. It's the best time of the year. And as for us, I think we just have to say what we always say at the end of these shows. Hey.
Yep. Hey.
We'll see you at the Oscars.
Oh,
the Golden Globes. And the Oscars. And the Critics' Choice Awards. All right, bye. No, yeah, we always say that. All right, bye.